Hello, everybody. How you doing today? Terrible? Okay, great. I'm sure if you're watching this, you know what happened in Minneapolis yesterday. There was a woman, for some reason, Renee Nicole Good. I keep on wanting to say Nicole Renee Good. She was protesting ICE, who was trying to round people up, and she ended up getting shot and killed by an ICE officer. I'm very angry about this. She was 37 years old. She was a mom. And I always want to see the big picture. I always want to see the full scope of things so I could not be as biased as humanly possible. I still wasn't going to talk about this, but when I saw people taking the footage of what happened and were trying to make it like the ICE officer was flat out the victim here, it's just it's just unbelievable. And then you have Donald Trump saying that he's lucky to be alive, even though she was turning the wheel. Renee was turning the wheel away from the officer, not towards him. You could literally see it in the video we're about to watch. But you have Trump and Kristi Noem out there trying to make it like this woman was bloodthirsty. There's people trying to dehumanize her and, oh, she was a lesbian and she was this and she was that. And what's amazing is I'm going to show you a clip from Jesse Waters that these are the same people that if they could, they would make it legally required that we would have a gold statue of Charlie Kirk in the front of our homes and make sure we mourn hard enough. And then something like this happens and they're trying to make it like this woman, why she was a bad person because she was a lesbian and maybe she had her pronouns in her bio, so she shouldn't be alive. Whatever. I want to show the footage. I was debating not showing it because I see so many people on social media taking this footage and gaslighting and being like, no, you see, obviously they had the right to shoot her because of this and because of that. Some of the footage I'm going to show you now to prove that these ICE agents were in imminent danger from Good. They're using that same footage and being like, well, if you look at here, the tire's here and this is here and this is here. So obviously she should be dead. That's a pile of ish. And you're about to see that. You're about to see it. I knew this was going to happen. It's going to happen again. And let's take a look and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So here is the footage of the shooting. This is Good's car right here. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Keep in mind too, this is the footage that I see a bunch of right-wing jackasses using to downplay this. I don't know what that they're literally trying to, because they know the brainwashed are brainwashed and they're trying to brainwash other people. Here's the footage that shows that Renee Nicole Good was actually not putting the officers in harm's way, but we're going to twist it and make it like she was. It's insane. They're gaslighting you. They're gaslighting you. Here it is though. I clipped all these pieces together here and let's take a look at it. You have the ICE agents walking over to the car.
No!
Look at the tire. Look at the tire. He shot her. This guy was not in danger. This guy was not in danger.
What the?
He shot this woman in the face and killed her. The tire was turned away. He was not going to get hit. I forget where the camera is all the damn time. He was not going to get hit.
What the did you do? You are criminals! You're criminals! No!
There we go. And again, they're using, I see the right wingers using the same footage in like trying to use Jedi mind tricks. See, obviously the cops were in the right. She's actually driving away and no one has a scratch on him, but let's, they had the right to shoot her because they just can, again, they wanted you to cry and mourn for Charlie Kirk, but something like the tragedy like this happens and they try to dehumanize her. They try to dehumanize her. Wait till you see what Jesse Waters says. I have it in this same thing I edited together here. Now, this is an up close, so you could see it.
Oh, shit!
Look at the tire. Look at the tire. They swore that she was about to run him over. There it is again. Shh. This dude was fine. This dude was fine. And he put holes in her because why not? In his mind. Here's another angle. Still wasn't in harm's way. Here, we'll watch it again. We'll watch it again. Here we go. What did her mirror maybe brush his jacket? What did her mirror brush his jacket? You got multiple angles there. I would love for someone to refute what I'm saying right now. Does someone have drone footage of something that I'm missing? All right, let's keep going though, because then there is a physician on the scene that wanted to maybe perform CPR or help the woman, and they blocked the doctor from giving this woman medical aid that just was shot by them. Here's the footage too. I'm not making it up. Oh, that crash noise. That to me is more haunting than the sounds of the bullets. Jesus. All right, let's keep going. Now this is the physician that wants to go help the woman that was just shot. Watch what they do.
I go check a pulse.
No, back up now.
I'm a physician.
I don't care. We understand. We got EMS coming, and I get it. Just give us a second. We have medics on scene. We have our own medics.
Where are they? Where are they? How can I relax? You just killed my neighbor. You caught butter in the face. You killed my neighbor. How do you show up to work every day? How the do you do this every day?
I could tell you how, because they live for this. This is the moments that they hope for. These are, I know these people. They have no other purpose besides this. There's people I know, I'm not even talking the internet, that this would be their wet dream. That's how this is what they go into it for. This is not like, how do you do this? It's that simple. Like, oh yeah, this is great. I can picture the people that I went to high school and college with. That would there might be ICE agents for all I know. It's so disgusting. It's
killing my neighbors. You're stealing my neighbors. What the man?
And they wouldn't let the doctor go help. Now, this clip is from my favorite turd of a Fox News host, Jesse Waters, and it was titled on YouTube, "They are begging to be invaded," or what the hell was it called again? So they are begging for someone to invade us, because all these people, all of MAGA and the Republican Party they don't offer any benefits. They just want you to be scared, because if they know you're scared, you won't think. They offer nothing else. Nothing. Anyway, this is what the disgusting turd of a human being, Jesse Waters, had to say about Renee Nicole Good. They wanted to downplay her and dehumanize her. Like I said before, this is what Jesse had to say.
The Daily Mail says she leaves behind a lesbian partner and a child from a previous marriage.
So you see what is that, 0.3 of a second? Had to bring up that she's a lesbian. Had to bring up she was previously married, because you know what he's doing, the conservative. Oh my God, she was divorced instantly. Oh my God, she must be a slut. She was divorced. That's what he's doing. Why bring up who cares that she's a lesbian? Besides the audience that you cultivated on nothing else but hate, who cares? So that made, she was a lesbian and she was married before. And so who cares that she was shot? That's what they're saying. If you are not straight and white, if you are anything beyond that, you are disposable to them. You are as disposable as a piece of garbage after you eat a Subway sandwich. And so this is the same guy too who had on Erica Kirk, when she was wiping away her fake goddamn tears for the 7th billionth time, and he's sitting there looking at her like, oh my God, Oh, really? And now that someone gets shot by an ICE agent that we could see with our own eyes, the dude was not at risk of being run over. He wants to just, oh yeah, lesbian, was married before. She's nothing, so don't worry about it. Even though the ICE officer was in the wrong, she's a lesbian and she was previously married, so she's subhuman. Who cares? And you know what? I'm thinking of the guy right now who I know is obsessed with Fox News. They buy, oh yeah, so who cares? That's fine. Even though democracy is all but dead at the moment, at least she was only a lesbian, so we don't have to care about her. I hate Fox News. I hate Jesse Waters. You're all traitors. You're all charlatan, and you're scum. You're scum. Every goddamn one of you. He says more, though.
She was a disruptor, though she could.
Yep. So another thing, she protested, and here's what they're doing. They're trying to scare you, too. They're trying to scare you. Oh, you want to go to a protest to protest ICE? This could be you. They want to scare and de-incentivize people from protesting. Who cares? She was a disruptor. She has the right to protest and the right to live after protesting. They wanted to put handcuffs on her. Fine. She shouldn't be dead now. And he's trying to convince you because of the fact that she's a lesbian, the fact that she dared to protest, that she should be dead. These people are monsters, and never forget, if this fever dream of MAGA and fascism in the States ends, don't let them live it down, because they're all going to try to save their own asses.
Considered herself a legal observer, but there's no evidence she had a law degree.
So again, I'll go back to the main camera. So again, Jesse, she should be dead. I have to bring her up again. If anyone questioned how weird Erica Kirk was acting, how dare you do that? How dare, even though there's a billion reasons you should question her. It was, you can't, unless it is nothing but, oh my God, Erica Kirk, I feel so bad for you, even though there's a lot of things you're doing sketchy. Oh my God, Erica Kirk, you have to do nothing but mourn, and that's it. Don't question. Here, it's a tragedy. A woman was killed. A woman was killed. And who cares? She was a lesbian. She was married before. She was daring to protest and disrupt. Anyway, don't forget their names. None of them, because they're all going to try to run and hide one day. Don't let them run and hide. Don't let them do it. Well, as I was filming this and putting that clip I showed you together, I got out of the shower, and apparently people figured out probably who the ICE agent was. This comes from the StarTribune.com. The Immigration and Customs Enforcement agent who fatally shot a 37-year-old woman in Minneapolis on June 7th is Jonathan Ross, the same officer who was dragged and injured by a fleeing driver in a separate incident last year, according to a person with knowledge of the case and verified by court documents. So whether he was dragged or not in another incident, okay, that was the other incident. This is, so what I think that they're trying to do too is like, oh, so he has some kind of psychological trauma from being dragged in another incident. Okay, so if he has trauma from that, he shouldn't be on the force anymore. He shouldn't be an ICE agent anymore. Because if, like, hey, because of what happened to him before, he might be trigger happy now. So is that another excuse? Because I see a lot of papers, a lot of websites and news places going with that. I get it. I'm not saying that he should have been dragged in the past, but that doesn't make what his actions here are more justified, because he might be skittish because of what else he went through. If that's the way he is, he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Now, because of things that Kristi Noem said, even though they were trying to hide this guy's identity, she essentially, because he was dragged in another incident, because she talked about that, it gave away who it could possibly be. The internet did its digging, and now apparently, allegedly, we know who the guy is. So I'm sure more developments will come. If something changes, I'll talk about it. But that's where we're at with it now, because the internet doesn't miss a trick, man. I'll end the video with this. I'm very, very angry. I'm sure you're very, very angry. They want to put a ICE facility in basically my backyard or close to it. And I'm infuriated about that. But the last thing you want to do now, because this is what they want, is to just be violent. Commit violence. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm not saying if you're in a situation where you have to defend your life to not defend yourself, but you want to protest? Hell yeah, go protest. You want to take to the streets? Hell yeah, go take to the streets. But they want you to be violent so they could clamp down on all of us. They want to do that. They want to make it so they can maybe even suspend the midterms, because they know they are going to get clobbered in the midterms. Trump was just talking about recently how he's afraid he's going to be impeached again if they lose in the midterms. So why do you think they're doing all this? They want to distract from the Epstein files, and they want to look for an excuse to possibly suspend the midterm elections. And you don't think they will? Be angry, make your voice heard, but please, for the love of God, be peaceful, because not being peaceful is exactly what they want. This is Rich of Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one.